Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it is 3 minutes late. Sorry. It is Wednesday. Can I do it without looking? February 19. I always have to look over at my computer because I always forget. But yesterday was my niece's birthday, and so I remembered from that. Good morning, Carrie. I'm glad to see you. So I'm excited to be here. And Nancy's here. I'm so glad that you made it home safely. And Alexa's here. Good morning. So do you girls just have to keep watching for me to get on, or do you get a notification when I finally get on, or how is it that you can get on with me right away? I love that you do. Just curious how things happen for you guys. So I'm so excited. This week is my crafting retreat. I'm so excited for it. We always have so much fun at it. I need to come up with what I'm planning to work on while I'm there too. I was watching, sometimes I get a notification. Gotcha. Okay. I need to come up with what I'm planning to work on there too, because I don't know how you guys are, but I definitely am one that I have to have my project planned. I can't just create when I'm around everybody. You keep looking. Gotcha. Thanks for your persistence, girls. I appreciate it. So I'm no good at, I'm weird. Okay, so I can't create on my own with everybody around, but usually if somebody comes to me and they have a stamp set they can't figure out or whatever, I can come up with all sorts of ideas for them. I sit here scrolling until you pop up. Oh, thanks, Carrie. You guys are awesome. I'm so glad that Joy's here with me. So yeah, I usually can come up with all sorts of ideas for somebody else, but when I'm sitting there with something that I'm trying to work on or trying to be creative with, just come up with my own ideas, I am no good when everybody's around me. I have to do it in my own quietness, or it's not always quiet necessarily, but just by myself. I can't have people around me. People stamp circles around me when I'm just trying to be creative with everybody else around. But anyway, but if it's for you, somehow I can come up with something. I don't know why that is. Okay, so today I have I'm planning I'm doing things a little bit differently today. What I'm starting with is a really easy, I'll call it a sketch, but it's an original design. It's actually not my original design. I saw it on somebody else's blog and did a screenshot, and I just really like the easy design, and I decided that, so basically you can call it a sketch, but I started with an original design. And I'm going to show you several different things that you can do with it to give it a whole different look. Basically just like the theme and whatever, but you kind of wouldn't necessarily go, oh hey, I've gotten that card before, because you're getting different product and stuff like that. But also I'm focusing on, besides this particular sketch that I'll show you in a second, I'm also focusing on our join promotion that's going on right now. It's always a great deal to sign up with Stampin' Up! And with Dazzling Demos, of course. That's my team. So we would love to have you on our team. I would love to have you on my team. But during celebration, it's even more amazing. You get a cool mini cutter with it, in addition to your normal. You get to choose $125 of product, and it's a $99 kit. And you only pay sales tax. You don't pay any shipping, so that's awesome already. So you get a cool mini cutter, and you get a designer paper sampler, plus a free stamp set of your choice, in addition to your normal stuff. So I'm going to be using the cutter, at least for my first project, so that you can, there's a trick to using it. I'm not a guillotine kind of cutter person, and there's a trick to it, and this has I don't know if they all have this, or if just this cute little toy has it or what, but So I'm going to show it to you because you're going to want it and you're going to want to know how to use it. So I'm going to show you that. And I'm even using the Stamparatus and the Big Shot today. So yeah, totally doing things a little bit differently today. So I'll put that aside. So if you have any questions about the kit, feel free to ask me, or about signing up or being a demonstrator, feel free to ask me. But also you can go right to my website at dazzledbystamping.com anytime, and you can click join here, or, oh, what do I have it titled? I feel like I might have it titled Demonstrator Benefits, but I don't remember now. So you can click either one of those. You can get some information about what you get as a part of being on my team, and you can just get information about joining also. So feel free to look at all those too. So I'm going to show you the original design. Actually, so I got this idea from Julie Davison. And hers actually was in Poppy Parade as opposed to Rich Raspberry, but I'm totally using the designer paper from the sampler kit that we got. So here's there's a glare. Oh, there we go. That's better. There's this is all from the sampler kit, and then the stamps. This is from the Painted Poppies stamp set, or the Peaceful Poppies Suite. Those are on pages 24 to 27 in the January to June mini catalog. So this is obviously a really simple design, but you could step it up a little bit by putting some rhinestones or adding other layers or whatever, but I just kind of like this clean design. So I'm going to be doing stuff sort of towards that. So I'm going to do some stamping now, so I'm going to put you down. Remember, if you have any questions or comments or whatever, please feel free to mention them. I can't see them when I'm stamping though, so I'll get back to you later. So, okay, I about hit finish. That wouldn't have been good. Wrong area. Okay, so I need to do my thing here. So I'm going to unbackwards you, and I'm going to flip you upside down, and hopefully we're nice and close today again. All right, so I have my mini trimmer here. Okay, so for this design, I'll show you these pieces first. So this is it doesn't matter which way you cut the cardstock. This is Smoky Slate, and it's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4, but it doesn't matter. I have some of them that they open the other way, so that doesn't really matter. But anyway, so here's a standard card, and then this is 4.5 inches wide by 3 1/4 inches tall, I'll say, because yeah, I don't know how to say wide when it's wider than it is tall or long, or I don't know. Anyway, so those are those pieces. And then you need one piece that is 2 inches by, let's see what it would be. It's not 2.5, so 2 3/8. So just 2 little lines, or 1/8 of an inch smaller for one of them. So okay, so here's the trick. Sometimes I forgot this, and it was a bad thing, because it wouldn't hold it the way it needed to. I'm used to holding my cardstock out here with my fingers, and there's this little skinny clear piece right here that Stampin' Up! Had designed on here that's you're supposed to hold your cardstock down with it, and it makes a huge difference. So you hold on here. So I'm cutting it at 2 inches, nice clean cut, and then I'm turning and cutting this at 2 3/8. Oh, I about did it again. Hold on to the clear thing and cut. Seriously, it makes a big difference. Okay, so there's one of my pieces. Then the other one that goes in that same section, this is already, is it cut it, or is it cut? This is cut. I thought it was cut at 2 inches, but it's not. Oh, it is cut at 2 inches. I'm just not used to where it's right here where the cut line is, instead of like on a track right here. So I'm not used to that. So this is already 2 inches wide. And, or no. Yeah, whatever. So this one needs to be 2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. So I have this lined up. By the way, I'm not doing this for all the pieces, just for this first one. The rest of them are cut. I'm going to show you 3 different designs actually, besides the one I already showed you as a starter. Okay, so the last one is, oh, I should have done this. Okay, so one thing about this, you do kind of have to have this, oh no, it'll be fine because of my dimensions. Okay, never mind. You can't go way out here like I'm used to. So this one, I need it to be just 1 line short of 1 inch wide. So that means it would be 15/16 of an inch, which I know is really annoying to write down or say or whatever. Again, I'm holding my clear thing. It matters. But if you just remember one little tiny line shorter, that's good. Okay, and then this one needs to be 4 1/4. So that is this, we're calling this the edge of this line. I think there might be a coating on here I need to take off. I didn't ever notice it. Just a sec. I'm going to take it off and show you. There is. There's a coating. Okay, just a sec. I'm taking it off. I forgot that they come like that. I don't like seeing the bubbles. Oh, that's better. Ah. Okay. Yay me. Okay, so 4 1/4 inches. So we're calling the edge of this line 4 1/4. And again, I need to hold on the clear thing and cut. It's all good. Okay, so I have my pieces that I need for this card. And I'm going to put, well, I don't need a cushion. So I'm just going to put this on here, I guess. Because it will be covered up. So I'm not going to worry about what it looks like underneath it. So this designer paper is part of the sampler, which is sort of amazing. And these are the other designs that are on there. But I wanted these. And so this is from Country Club. This is from the Sweet Country Club, or the Designer Paper Country Club. That is on pages 46 through 48 in the seasonal catalog also. Okay, so this one, but I don't have that stamp set. So I decided I want this to be masculine because it's plaid and I like that, and I don't make a lot of masculine cards. So I'm using Geared Up Garage. So that is page 154 in the full catalog. So I'm going to ink up this, my car here. Inking up the whole thing, but I really don't need the whole thing. So I'm just doing it on this black so you can see, and so I can see where I'm stamping. And it'll be covered by my stuff that's going on top of it. So there is my car. I guess I'm still going to leave that there. And so that was Night of Navy, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And I'm just using my blender pen, and I'm just spreading the color that's already there. So I don't have to get any other inks out, but I can make my car look somewhat colored. And I don't know why I ever color on camera, because then I start being quiet. If I'm quiet, that's a rare thing. Is she coloring again? She's not making a lot of noise over there. Alright, so I'm just spreading this Night of Navy around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want my car to have some color. Okay. So here, can you see my color piece? There we go. So what's cool about this is I was worried how it would look, but because it's so solid, the wheels still look black, even though they're navy. So I like that. Okay, so that's all that I need the navy for. All right, now I have one more thing that I'm gonna do. This is where I'm using the Stamparatus, and I'm doing this because this time, so I'm gonna pull this card up I'm going to remind you that, so this is the original design or sketch that I wanted to use. For this particular card, I want to stamp on the designer paper, and this designer paper is a little bit dark, but I still want to do it on here. I tried it, and stamping it one time all by itself, it's okay, but I want to be able to stamp it a couple times to make it especially dark. So so I'm using my Stamparatus to be able to do that, so I can ink it up and stamp it again. So I have it all set up for this spot right here. Let's double check and make sure it's good. There, it's good. Okay, so this says you're a classic. Perfect for this stamp set. Okay, so this is Stays On. I can use Stays On because I have a cling stamp, a red rubber stamp, as opposed to photopolymer. So I'm going to ink that up and stamp it. And you can see it okay, but I want it to stand out more. What would make it really stand out is if you did black embossing. That would be cool, but I don't emboss very often. It's just not, I don't like the effort that it takes. All right, ooh, that's good. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. I probably should have shown you, well, I can actually. I have a card that's already done, so I'll show you what it looked like with just one stamping of the You're a Classic, and then you can compare it to this one with 3 times. That's good, I like that. Okay, so here's my You're a Classic. And I'm done with this, so I'm just gonna put this away. All right, now I just gotta get my pieces together here. So, I think my adhesive is about to run out. Glad I just remembered that I have another one close by. Just a sec. Oh, it's not as close as I thought. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Don't fear, I'm here. All right. I don't want to do that part first. I'll put adhesive on all these, but then I don't want to put them on in that order. I don't know, I just got in the habit of doing the bottom part first. So I'm doing just tiny little strips of adhesive on the skinny one. Okay, so we're gonna put this, am I in camera? All right, put this down at the bottom. And then both of these I'm gonna put down, but I'm not gonna press them down until I have them, like make sure that I have them where I want them. Sharp colors, don't you think? I like it. Okay, so we're all good there. And then I used to do 4 corners in the center, typically. Well, not always, I guess. These little strips I did 3 lines. I knew I had it wrong. That's got a funny spot on it. Okay, so we're putting this right here. Oops, something just fell. I don't remember what it was. Okay, so here's my card, nice and clean. And this would be fine, perfectly fine like this, but I wanted to step it up just a little bit. And I have some embellishments here that are the geared, I don't know if they're called Geared Up Garage, just a sec, let me look. They're called Classic Garage Metal Elements. So in this one there are keys and wrenches, and I'm gonna grab a wrench here. And so I'm pressing it on the mini glue dot, and I just fold it on itself because it's too wide for this wrench. So I'm gonna put this on here and then grab another one. So the easiest way to get these off isn't to pick it up with your fingers, it's to press your piece right on it. Whether you have a button or an embellishment or whatever. Oops, I didn't pick it up that time. Press it on it, lift it up. All right, and then I fold it on itself. There's my card. All right, let's see if I can get this one. Let's see if we can tell a difference. Oh, yeah, look. Okay, so here's my, both of mine. So it's, the style of this is actually supposed to be, look a little rustic. And that definitely works against it on this. So I don't know if you can see it very well on here or not. But, okay, so there's my first one. All right, my next one is using the Tropical Oasis suite. I love these two. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to put this, no, I'm not. I'm going to wait till I'm done with this. Tropical Oasis suite. So I'm going to use this pineapple this time from that stamp set. And I'm using, this technique is called omitting. It's one of the first ones probably I ever learned besides sponging. So I have soft suede here for the bottom of the pineapple with my marker, and I have old olive for the top. So I'm just inking the part that I want to be old olive right now. Now when you do this, you have to huff it. So you can't see it, but I'm breathing warm air on it. Now, so I have one of my pineapples, and I'm going to do it again without re-inking it, because I want there to be a difference. Ooh, that one's really light, but it's still good. Okay, so here's my pineapples, and I'm going to stamp, where'd it go? Oh, this one is from the same stamp set. It says, rest and relax, you deserve it. So I want it kind of low on here because this soft suede is kind of dark, even with the black. All right, so here's my rest and relax piece. All right, so this one's pretty standard, other than I just did the omitting thing. We'll do it this way. And this design, I love this design paper. It is so gorgeous. So this is from that suite also, and from the sampler. I'm using everything from the sampler today. So you can obviously get the sampler as part of your kit. That's an awesome deal. But you can order it as a customer or as a demonstrator from the mini catalog. So did I tell the pages? 38 to 40 for Tropical Oasis in the mini catalog. Isn't that so pretty? I love it. Okay, so this is going on terracotta tile. And I decided that this one needed an embellishment also, and Tropical Oasis has some cool embellishments too. So I'm going to do, I don't want to do the pineapple, even though I stamped pineapples on here. I'm going to do this cool leaf. Where'd my mini glue? Oh, there they are. This is definitely a tropical looking leaf. So I'm just going to put this right on here. There's this one. All done. Okay, last one. So I'm using the Birthday Bonanza suite for this one. And I'm doing this one differently. The only stamping that I'm doing is the words. But I'm using the Big Shot for this. So I have to show you. There's a bundle in the Celebration catalog that it's called, oh, what's it called? I gotta see it. Power of Hope bundle that I wasn't interested in. I'm just, sorry, I'm going across the camera. I just want to show you. Power of Hope bundle. It's in, what, page 15? Yeah, page 15. So I'm not big into this stamp set, but I adore this embossing folder. It's called Stone. It's a 3D one, so it's a thicker one. And I just love it, so I had to get it as one of my free items. It's something you can only get free with a $100 order, but I had to do that. So I'm using it on terracotta tile. That's the one that I'm doing. So I'm going to pull the Big Shot in a sec. Oh. Okay. So this is 3D. I'm going to stick this in here. And remember the 3D folders, since the new catalog, they need the adapter with it. They're not as thick as they used to be with the old supplier. So we need this thin die adapter. If you don't have this, then you'll need to figure out your own shims for running it through the Big Shot to be able to have enough pressure. A shim is extra thickness, so like another piece of cardstock or maybe a couple. It just depends on your Big Shot and whatever. So for an embossing folder, well, for a 3D embossing folder, you just have your platform with all tabs out of the way if you have an old style, and then we're not using 2 cutting mats, we're using 1, and because this is a new style 3D, we need the 3D embossing plate. So how can you tell if you have a new one or not, or if you have the old style or the new style? Obviously, if you're just getting it now, it's new. But also, if you're looking back at your old ones and you're not sure, when did I get this? If there's no Sizzix name on here, that means it's new. If it has Sizzix, you do it normal just with 1 regular cutting plate. But if there's no Sizzix name on here, we're no longer partnered with them. So their name isn't on here anymore. So that means that this is a new style die, so you need the adapter, okay? So look at this cool piece. I love it so much. Okay, so for this one, I told you, the only stamping that I'm doing is the words. So I'm using this design as my stamped design, like what I typically would have stamped. I don't know, I love that designer paper. And so we're gonna use, we're gonna stamp Happy Birthday on this designer paper here. Ta-da! Love it. All right, now everything just has to go together. Okay, so for this one, because there's texture, where did I put it? I'm using just a single strip. It will be just fine. But I'm using tear and tape because whenever there's texture, it wants to pull away from your card. And that doesn't make for a nice card when you have a piece missing. All right, so taking off the backing. This is Bermuda Bay and crumb cake. I just want it on the crumb cake. It's not, I don't think it's part of the suite. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Birthday Bonanza suite is pages 32 through 34 on the, in the mini catalog. And then, so this is one, I just realized I didn't mention to you. This design that I'm using for this particular card, it's the same piece of designer paper. The other ones, I think I used 2 different pieces, but this one, I liked both of these sides best. So here's all my cute little animals. It got turned. And my happy birthday. All right, and then this embellishment that I'm using this time is ribbon. So I learned from Marsha a few weeks ago. This is called ruched ribbon. I hope I'm saying that right. This is back in stock now. It had been non-orderable or at least back-ordered, one or both, for a while, and it's back in. So I think I just got them in yesterday, and I owe them to, I think, a couple of you. I don't remember if one of them's actually mine or if one of them's one of yours. Okay, so I'm just doing a knot. Left over right, right over left. I'm not teaching that today. I already am over my time, kind of. Not that I have to be done in a certain amount of time, but I always kind of aim for a half hour. Longer just seems too long. Like when you're watching somebody else's video that they just do long ones. I don't have time for that. I need quick ones. All right, and my ribbon scissors. So your ribbon scissors may not look like this because we don't carry these anymore, but I still use them for ribbon. I mean, they have ribbons on them already, so, you know, I have to do that. They didn't come like that. I did that to help remind my people not to use them for paper. Okay, so this one, especially because of the ribbon on here, I'm using dimensionals on this one. I didn't do that for any of the others. But I wanted it for this because this ribbon will keep it from trying to stay down on my cardstock again, and plus it's just something different for all the other cards. All right, so this is going on here. So this one's a side opening, long opening one. And there it is. Okay, so that's all my stamping that I'm doing. I showed lots of sweets today. All right, I'm gonna undo my upside down and my backwards, and here I am again. Okay. You're welcome, Carrie. I know, it's hard to know when to use it. Like some of them were still available. Like the old they used up the old style until the new style, you know, until it was gone, or until the new catalog for sure. But yeah, it's hard to know which one's which. Is this thicker or is it not thicker? Okay, so hi Sherry, I'm glad you're watching. Okay, so I'm gonna go backwards with the ones that I did. So it's always easier to see well when we have it up. Okay. Oh, Alyssa likes it. Just the last one she liked. She loves these animals, doesn't she? Okay, so here's this one. Happy birthday. And rest and relax. You deserve it. This sweet is just so pretty. I love this. And where's my other one? I think I put them both somewhere else because I showed them to you. Where did it go? I don't think that was what fell. Oh, there they are. They're on top of something else. Okay, I'll show you the dark one. Okay, and here's You're a Classic. Let me see if I can get it in there better. I'm glad you like those cards. Thank you. They're all really easy, obviously. So you can make your own version of it. In fact, that would be lovely if you did it on my Dazzled by Stamping community page today or tomorrow or something like that. Okay, so that's all that I have for you today. So make sure that you share and comment that you shared my video, and you'll get in the drawing for these 3 cards that I made on camera. And yeah, I like the car one too. These colors just speak to me. Yes, you're a classic. Thank you, Nancy. Okay, so that's all that I have for you. Oh, and remember, I told you last week or maybe even the week before that I wasn't going to be able, my live wasn't going to be next Wednesday. That totally changed. Something, whatever our appointment was, changed to the day before. So I'm all good for next week. So it'll still be my same time and place. So nothing changed. So thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day. And I can't wait to tell you next week about our crafting retreat. We're going to have so much fun this week. Have a great day. Bye.